Franny K. Stein, Mad Scientist, Book 9, Recipe for Disaster, Chapter 6, You Can't Beat His Butter. The next morning, Igor and Franny were amazed at the platters full of gorgeous muffins, beautifully wrapped in cellophane with appealing little bows. Igor snatched one up and began unwrapping it, but Franny grabbed the muffin from him before he could take a bite. "No, Igor, these are for the bake sale, remember?" She patted the Muffin Man on the back. "Nice work," she said. "We'll take these to school and see how the kids like them. If they're popular, I may need you to make a few more." The Muffin Man smiled. He really hoped the kids would like them. This was what he was made to do. At the end of the day, Franny took the muffins to the table where Mona and Vincent were having another unsuccessful bake sale. "Put these out," Franny said. "I think the kids will like them. We can give out some free samples to get them interested." Franny crumbled a couple muffins into bite-sized chunks and offered them to people passing by the table. A first grader named Danny stopped and looked at the samples. "Just take a taste," Franny said. "It's free." He picked up a piece and took a tiny, cautious nibble. His eyes opened wide and he trembled. Danny clapped his hand over his mouth. "What's wrong?" Franny said. "Is it awful?" Danny's voice fell to a serious whisper. "It's the most delicious thing I have ever tasted in my entire life," he said. Then he dug deep into his pocket for the money to buy one. The other kids saw Danny happily devouring his muffin, and they were immediately curious. After trying a sample, they also bought as many muffins as they could afford. "This is our best sale ever," Mona told Franny. "Thanks so much for the muffins." "You really are a hero," Vincent told her. "Do you think you can make some more?" "No problem," Franny said, and smiled. "Anything to help." Franny picked up the empty plate and headed for the door, but Danny stepped in front of her. "Do you think there might be some muffin crumbs left on that plate?" he asked hopefully. "Could I have them?" Franny laughed. "Crumbs? Be serious, Danny. There will be more muffins here tomorrow." When Franny got home, the Muffin Man was sitting quietly at the kitchen table, waiting for her. "Well, they really loved your muffins," she told him. "I'd like you to make another batch, please." The fire inside his internal oven became brighter, and he began arranging his mixing bowls and measuring spoons. "You better bake a dozen extra," Franny said. "If we're lucky, we might get a few more buyers tomorrow." Chapter 7. Luck has nothing to do with it. When Franny walked into her school the next morning, there was a gigantic crowd around the bake sale table. "What's going on?" Franny asked. "They want the muffins," Mona said. "They were lined up when I got here," Vincent added. "Do you have them?" "Aren't your bake sales usually after school?" Franny asked them. "Yes, but they want them now," Mona shouted. "Okay," Franny said, and she handed them the bag of muffins. The group of kids pressed toward the table as Franny wriggled through them to get to class. Franny walked in and took her seat. "Your muffins certainly are popular," Miss Shelley said. "Isn't it great?" Franny grinned. "They're raising lots of money for the art and music classes. It won't be long before they have all the cash they need." That day Franny saw kids sneaking bites of muffins during class. At lunchtime, she saw two kids eating muffins instead of the sandwiches their parents had sent with them to school. As she was leaving for the day, Vincent and Mona stopped her in the hall. "We could really use more of those muffins tomorrow," Mona said. "Like 10 times as many," Vincent added. Franny noticed some smears on their faces. "Wait, you're not eating them, are you? You're supposed to be selling them to raise money." "We sell most of them," Mona said. "And we always pay for the ones we eat," Vincent said, "so it's okay." "I guess," Franny said, "as long as you pay for them." They grinned at her. "Okay, more muffins," she confirmed. "The Muffin Man will be delighted." Chapter 8. More baking, more dough. Franny looked at the mess the Muffin Man was making and shook her head. "These bigger batches are taking up too much room," Franny said. "There's hardly any space for Igor to teach the monsters how to dance." "Please," the Muffin Man said, "don't make me stop. My muffins make the kids happy. I never want to stop." "I'm not going to make you stop. I just have to figure out where to put you." "I have an idea," he said. "There's a storage room in the basement of the school. It's right next to where I used to work as a furnace. It's practically empty. We can set up my bakery there," said the Muffin Man. "Good idea," Franny said. "After dark, we'll immediately begin moving you to the new location."